Hey guys, welcome to another video for SimonVideo.com, and this is an electric unicycle and gadget review show. And today I'm going to show you how I DIY a 1200 lumen lamp using a GoPro mount on the KingSong 16S. I've surfed online on Taobao.com and discovered this mountain bike headlight with a 1200 lumen. It's a L2 bulb instead of the T6. It's way more brighter than the T6, and it's relatively cheap at $4.71 Singapore dollars. The only downside, it does need an external power source, which is a 10,000 mAh power bank. Okay, time for mounting solution. If you peel away the rubber piece of rubber thing below the headlamp, it reveals a screw or a bolt. Use a screwdriver to unscrew it, and you reveal a hole that allow you to screw a bolt into this headlamp. Next step is to find a 3.5 mm by 32 mm bolt or screw, whatever you call it, to use it for the mounting. The next step is to force the nut from the GoPro mount. Simply just push it down on the ground with a longer screw or bolt, and it should come off very easily. The next step is to find out how much space is in between the headlight and the GoPro mount when you screw the bolt or screw to the maximum into the headlight. So there must be some kind of a divider that I use a much larger nut and a washer to separate between the headlight and the GoPro mount. Okay, the next step is to use either washer or nuts in between the GoPro mount. This is to make it secure so that when you screw the screw or bolt into the headlamp, it will not squeeze in between the GoPro mount, which makes it much more, I would say, stronger in terms of the mounting. After you align the nuts and screw in the screw, put the washer first and then put the larger nut in front, and make sure you feel that it's just nice coming out using your finger before you screw into the headlights. Okay, finally is to screw them together as tightly as possible without damaging the headlights using the screwdriver. And after that, I use a long head GoPro mount, which is able to snap onto the GoPro adapter that can stick on the KingSong 16S. As you can see from here, you can adjust the angle where the headlight is aiming. My suggestion is to aim downwards because it's relatively bright. You do not want to blind the pedestrian. Okay, so I stick the adapter onto the KingSong 16S front side, and it's just nice. You can actually attach accordingly. Make sure the headlight does not protrude in front of the electric unicycle. Otherwise, when your unicycle is touching something like a wall, the lamp will be protruding, which is not so good. The next thing is to make an industrial velcro to stick on a small power bank, and basically you're done. And another warning is to not point the headlamp upwards, otherwise you will blind any pedestrian or cyclist that is coming towards you. Point downwards and you'll be able to see the pathway. The next step is to use a 3M industrial strength double-sided foam tape to stick on the tail light, which I purchased locally. You can buy this online as well. I'll put some links in the description below. The only location where you can stick on the casing of the KingSong 16S is the inner part of the casing, where it is totally flat and there's no curved area. Make sure there's no dust or oily particles on the surface of the casing, and then stick it on at an angle downwards instead of facing upwards. Point downwards so that you will not blind anyone that is riding behind you, as the tail light is extremely bright as well. So when you ride, it should be shining on the ground without blinding any pedestrian behind you or cyclist behind you, which is much safer that way. Simply make sure the tail light have a flat surface on its side so that you can just stick a double-sided foam tape and stick on the casing. If you have something protruding, make sure you can remove it and it should be fine. And let me repeat the warning of not pointing upwards the lights, because it will blind pedestrian, blind other cyclists, and this is only for people who want to use it for safety reason in a very dark condition. Well, I hope this DIY really helps you out in a very cheap way to, illuminate your pathway so that you can actually ride safely. Well, basically that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching Simon's video. Have a nice day. See ya. Bye.